to make sentences in the present perfect simple. That's what you're going to learn in this video. A formula to make sentences in the present perfect. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. As usual, thank you so much for watching this lesson. If you're new around here, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to teach you. Make sure to subscribe because every week I bring different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. Now let's cut to the chase and talk about good stuff. An easy formula to help you get there. There will be 4 important moments in this video. The sequence formula, the keywords formula, the sequence practice, and the exercise. However, the exercise will be posted in my Telegram. So at the end of this lesson, check out the description of this video. There will be a link to my Telegram group and you will be able to join and then have access to the exercise that I prepared for you in this lesson. Before we get to part 1, the sequence formula, why present perfect and not simple past? Why can't I just use simple past, Teacher Prix? Basically, guys, native speakers will use present perfect to describe something that happened in the past, but may have some kind of influence in the present or even the future. The main difference is that present perfect cannot be used with time expressions that indicate completion. For example, yesterday. Yesterday is completed, it's finished. I can't go back anymore. So I cannot use present perfect with yesterday. I can only use simple past. Another example, last. Any word with last week, last month, last year, last Saturday night. I cannot use present perfect with these expressions, with these possibilities, because they all indicate completion. Last week is finished, I'm sorry, but this week's still happening, so it's open. Then I would be able to use present perfect. So that is a very important difference. Whenever you use simple past, you will indicate completion. So that is a very important difference. This means, in more practical terms, that whenever you want to mention a past event and you would like to do that with present perfect, all you gotta do is make it an open sentence, meaning that you cannot use any expression that indicates a finished period of time. Now that you got that part, we can move on to the sequence formula. I have shown this formula in older videos of mine to talk about simple present and even simple past. In a nutshell, the present perfect formula, sequence formula, will follow present simple and simple past formula. They are similar, okay? As you can see here on the screen, we have the P, the V, and the C. This is a basic sequence to make phrases in the present, for example. As I said, basic sequence. There may be new words you can add to the sequence, but for the purpose of this lesson, let's focus on something simple and then in the future we can complicate it, okay? P. The P represents the subject, the person, okay? As it's a subject, it can be a place, not just a person. It can be a different kind of noun, okay? So an animal, so it's not only a person, but the P represents the subject. Immediately after that, I have the V, which is the action, the verb. Any verb, okay? With a few exceptions. Here maybe verb to be may be a little different. There are exceptions. The focus is present perfect. I'm just doing this to remind you of a sequence, a phrase sequence. And then we have the C, which is the complement. What can you say to complement the idea of the verb? I buy. You buy what? You know, I buy food every week. Food every week will be your complement. There you have it, okay? In the present perfect, we have some elements, okay? But we have some additions. For example, the auxiliary verb have or has. Now, pay attention. Have can be a verb. I have a phone. I don't have a car. But here, the word have or has will be considered an assistant. It'll be helping you create the present perfect sentence. So I will have the P again, the person, the subject. And then after that, immediately after that, have or has. Okay? Teacher, what is the difference? The pronoun difference, the plural or singular. I will use have. You have. We have. They have. He, she, it has. Or any subject in the singular form. My sister has. My friend has. The doctor has. My sister and her friend have. Two people, plural, okay? So there you have it. Then you will need to use the V, verb. But this verb will be different. It'll be conjugated in the past participle form, okay? So it's a little different. So in the first example, PVC, I didn't say anything about the verb. But now I'm making a small change, a small addition. And then you can use the complement. So here are some examples. I have traveled many times. Now, when I say I have traveled many times, you can probably conclude that in my life, probably in the past, I traveled a lot. But I don't tell you when. You can understand that it was in the past and that I will probably continue traveling and traveling, but I leave it open. I cannot say last month. No. If you say that, then you have to go to past. I traveled many times last month. Another example, my sister has gotten a new job. What? Congratulations! So my sister has gotten a new job. I don't say when, but I can conclude that it was sometime in the past. Recently maybe, but I don't know when exactly. That's why you use present perfect. The verb next to have or has will always be conjugated in the past participle form. And if you join my Telegram group, in addition to the exercise, you're also going to get a list of past participle conjugations of very important verbs, okay? So check the link in the description, yo! Now guys, let's take a look at the keywords formula. And I talked a little bit about this a few minutes ago, that when you're using simple past, you used words that will give that idea of finished period of time, okay? Yesterday, last month. But when I am using present perfect, I also have some interesting words that I can use, okay? Now, disclaimer, depending on the word you use, depending on the keyword you use, you will need to change that sequence formula a little bit, okay? Here's an example. In conversations, when native speakers want to talk about something they never did in their lives, oh, bungee jumping? No, never. In my life? No, I don't know. They will do that with present perfect. And to do that, they will include the word never. But there is a position. It's between have or has and the verb. So P, I, or my sis, or whatever, I have never gone bungee jumping. I have never gone bungee jumping. Why? I don't know. What? Are you kidding me? It's dangerous. I'm afraid. Now, guys, here I am describing an experience, an activity, something that I have never done. In conversations, whenever native speakers want to describe that particular thing, they use present perfect. So here's a good situation for you to use present perfect as well. My best friend has never been to Disney. My best friend, the P, my best friend, P, has the present perfect assistant. Never, new word, okay? Then the verb with past participle conjugation, been to Disney, complement. My best friend has never been to Disney. You can also use some open time expressions, okay? For example, this month, this year, this week, they are not finished. The week is not finished yet. So if I say this week, I give that idea of open. Lately, recently. Oh, I have worked a lot lately. You can do that. Oh, but teacher, how about present perfect continuous? That's a subject for another lesson. I'll be doing that very soon. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, we are going to practice a little. I'm going to show you some phrases and we're going to identify the positions together. So here, we're going to have some time to define what is the P, what is the A, the assistant, what is the V, the verb, and what is the complement, okay? So you can see it here on the screen right now. Number 1.
I have bought a house in a foreign country.
I have bought a house in a foreign country. So what is the P, the subject? What is the A, the assistant? What is the V, the verb? What is the C, the complement? Okay? There you have it. You can see the answer on the screen now. Number 2.
We have gone through this 1,000 times. I always tell him.
We have gone through this 1,000 times. I always tell him. So what is the P? What is the A? What is the B? What is the C? Haha. So there you have it. Now you can do that, okay? Number 3.
We have gone from shock to discomfort, now to a combination of anger, depression, and shame.
We have gone from shock to discomfort, now to a combination of anger, depression, and shame. Oh, what? What is the P? What is the V? What is the C? Where's the A? Good. Number 4.
She has also lost someone.
She has also lost someone. And here you see the word also, okay? You may see the word also in between as well. Number 5.
She has supported the project all the way.
She has supported the project all the way. Very good. That's your exercise. Number 6.
She has arrived, but there was some confusion at the agency and
She has arrived, but there was some confusion at the agency. Remember, your exercise, what's the sequence, okay?
Well, here's a sight I have never seen before.
Well, there is a sight I have never seen before. Now, in this example, he is inverting, okay? So, the sight I have never seen before. It's possible. If I wanted to get to a different organization, I could say, I have never seen this sight before. It would be possible, okay? But here he's being a little bit more poetic, and it's possible in movies, books, and whatever, okay? Number 8.
I've never stopped you. I want to help.
I have never stopped you. I want to help. Number 9.
I've never wanted it.
I've never wanted it. And number 10.
I have never hit a woman in my life.
I've never hit a woman in my life. Excellent, guys. This exercise will help you identify the sequence in the sentences above and practice your listening comprehension as well. In the exercise file that I promised, you will find A, the list of past participle verbs conjugation, okay? And B, 10 verbs for you to create present perfect sentences with, okay? There will be a recommendation from me. I will leave a recommendation of possible phrases, but I want you to create the phrases and then come back here in the comments. Homework and post your examples. It'll be amazing to see them. Other than that, share, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!